Hi, welcome to Bella's Yoga Room. I'm Bella, and today we have yoga for when you feel drained. So it is a Halloween special. Here in Melbourne, Halloween is growing, but this practice is designed and can be done any time of the year if you're feeling maybe just a little burnt out, tired. So come and join me in an extended child's pose when you're ready. We're going to keep it really low today. So bring the big toes to touch, knees nice and wide. Have the hands out in front, and then slowly bringing the bottom back to the heels and allowing the forehead just to rest on the ground. And just allowing yourself to land here. Taking some deep breaths. Letting go of whatever's happened up until this moment. Just giving yourself permission to be here. Especially when we're feeling drained, exhausted, tired. We might just want to do nothing at all. And sometimes we need rest. And sometimes we need a little bit of movement just to keep that. If there's any energy that's blocked, just move that around. So having said that, let's just walk the hands over to the left side, inviting in that side body stretch, feeling that in the right side body. Big deep breaths there. And then slowly let's walking back to center, the hands, and then allowing the right hand to come off the yoga mat. And the left hand coming towards the right top side. And stretching, breathing into that left side body. And then walking the hands back to center. Really feeling that heaviness in the hips there. And then we're going to push coming up. Keeping the knees wide though. And starting to bring some little circles. So these can be really small. Just going one way. You might start to explore a little bit more. Coming all the way back. And let's go the other way. Just moving the energy of the body. Things can get stagnant. You can feel stuck. Okay, one more circle going round here. All right. Let's bring that right arm is going to come up and we're going to thread that arm underneath the left armpit all the way, coming to rest the head down, that ear on that right shoulder on the ground. Beautiful. Bring that left hand back up near the head and pushing up. Swap over the hands. Bring the right hand down to the mat, opening up that left arm and threading that underneath, coming onto that left shoulder, that left ear. And coming up. We're going to push up just onto our knees. Let's step that right foot forward. And just opening up here, a little bit of movement in those hips. All right, let's allow that left hand to come down now so that it's about shoulder distance apart from that right foot, and maybe just twisting over, looking over that right shoulder. Fantastic. Let's step that back. Bring the left foot forward. Nice deep breaths as we open up into that, along that right hip here. Just keeping it low. An option to then bring that right hand down and maybe twisting, looking over that left shoulder. And then coming back. We're going to come down onto our bottoms here. And we're going to roll all the way onto our backs. Oh, let's hug those knees in nice and tight. Might want to bring the knees up to the nose, or the nose up to the knees. Oh, let's do a few little circles here. And other way. Let's lengthen out that left leg, hugging that right knee in. Big deep breaths here. The end of the year can be exciting, can also be time to reflect on what the year has been, and sometimes that might be what you wanted, it might not be what you expected, and so sometimes a lot of different emotions are going to come up, and that can contribute to feeling drained. Yoga is always here to make some space for that. It's going to open out that right arm and then just allow that right knee just maybe to twist over to the left side. We're just twisting, reclined spinal twist here. Bring back to center. Hugging both knees in again. And then allowing that right leg to straighten, hugging that left knee up into the chest in that compression. Feeling the right heel grounded down. And then let's open up with that left arm and allow the left knee to twist over to the right side. You can look up at the ceiling here, or you can look over that right side too. This is your practice. You could always have a cushion underneath that knee as well. Okay. And coming back to center, let's hug both of those knees in. We're going to let the feet come down. Keep them hip distance apart. And we're going to do just a few rounds of bridge here. So have those hands by the body, hands, palms grounded into the ground. And then we're going to be lifting up, thinking about lifting one vertebrae in the spine at a time. And And then exhale, let's come down. All right, let's go again. Inhale, thinking up. Make sure you're breathing here as well. We're not just holding our breath. And down. Last time here. Up we go. Opening up that space. And coming down. Fantastic. Okay, we're going to end today actually with one of my favorite poses, and it's really good. It goes well with the name. We're going to get our legs up against the wall. So if you have a wall nearby, fantastic. You could use like a couch, a chair. So just make some movements or pause the video to go find a nice flat surface there to put your legs up. So once you find your wall, you might want to just wiggle your bottom all the way up to the wall. If that feels too intense and it's creating a lot of tension in those hamstrings, you can always have your bottom a bit further away from the wall, have those knees as bent as you need to. And just allowing, once you find a comfortable position again, maybe having a pillow, you could have a pillow under the bottom, under the head here. We're going to be here for a couple of minutes, just allowing the blood to drain in the opposite direction. Our feet are the furthest point from our lovely heart. So let's give them, let all that lymphatic drain. You might notice even your feet might feel a little bit tingly. Just give them a little wiggle if you need to. And as we're in this stillness here, just take a minute to notice what has been draining you. And that might be something within your control, or it might be something out of your control. And so then I'd like you to try and focus on one thing that you can do today that can be helpful when you're feeling tired, when you're feeling drained. And that might just be sitting down for a few minutes before you rush off to the next thing. It might be asking someone for help, maybe that you've wanted to do it all by yourself. Maybe you're realizing that it's okay to ask for help. So the physical body is feeling drained. It's often our mental energy is also feeling drained. It's important that we listen to this information and respond to it with as much compassion as we can, rather than just pushing on. Am I coming along to this practice, taking this time for you? That shows that you're listening to your body and you're wanting to help. So well done. And last minute here, Just noticing how the legs are feeling. We're going to transition out of this. It isn't always the most graceful transition. So you might either need to sort of wiggle the bottom away from the wall, or you might be able to just sort of walk the legs down, coming over onto one side. Just taking it really easy here. Allowing the blood. That's all probably just run down just to normalize. So maybe giving yourself a minute just to come into a comfortable seat of your choice. Big deep breaths here. Maybe closing the eyes. Just noticing how the body feels. And if time allows, you might want to lie down just for a couple more minutes before you get on with the rest of your day. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed the practice. If so, I'd love to hear from you, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.